Hi everyone, welcome to a very tasty Southern New Mexico episode of Enchantments. Now New Mexico's famous for many things, but there's one product that reigns supreme. Whether it's green or red, big or small, hot or mild, it's all good. Get your taste buds ready because we're off to the Hatch Chili Festival. Enjoy! Now this parade may seem like any other small town USA event, but there is a lot more to this scene than meets the eye. As one begins to notice their surroundings in this little town, everything has something to do with or is associated with chilies. Hatch chilies to be exact, a special little valley which has been producing chili since the late 1800s. Hatch has come to be known as the chili capital of the world. Each Labor Day when the chili harvest is in full swing, Hatch's population grows tenfold as people flock here to enjoy one of the spiciest festivals in New Mexico. Now, June, how did all this chili festival get started?
Well, we're a farming community grow a lot of chili, and our chili in this valley has a flavor that oversees all other communities, and we got producing a lot of it, so they started naming us the chili capital of the world. So a bunch of the old timers said, why don't we start a festival just for chili? So they did. They started a chili festival in the 70s, and it just went from one thing to another. It was just a little thing to begin with. It just kept growing and growing until one year we had over 4,000 people came to it. And, it's just been growing and growing every year.
Now, what are the dates of the Chili Festival?
Well, every Labor Day weekend, we have a chili festival. Whatever the Labor Day falls on is when we have the festival.
And what types of chilies can you find at this festival?
Well, you can find all kinds of chili. You can find chili ristras, which are the strings of red chili. You can find toasted green chili. And there's a lot of varieties of chili. There's the hot, the medium, and the extra hot, and it's by varieties. I grow chili seed, so I grow a lot of varieties of seed for people to plant. And we have the New Mexico 6, we have Sandia, we have Big Jim, we have one that we produced ourselves called the Lumbre, Joe Parker, Espanola Improved. There's a lot of different varieties of chili, depending on what you want.
How did the Big Jim chili get its name?
Big Jim chili was produced by my husband that died. He died at 46 years old in 1970, and he and I were, with the help of Roy Nakayama, I produced certified seed, and we were working on Big Jim, but we didn't have it finished when he died. So my son and I finished it, and then Roy Nakayama decided to name it after him. So they named it Big Jim, because his name was Jim Lytle. And I have a son that they call Jim too. And he's Little Jim, and my husband was Big Jim, so they named it after him. So he never got to see the glory of it, but we finished it for him.
That's a nice little tribute. Now, what are the qualities of the Big Jim chili? They're pretty famous, huh?
Well, Big Jim chili is a great big chili. It's real big and long, and it's a very popular one to sell for green chili because it's so pretty and big and has a good flavor. It's in between real hot and mild. It's a medium heat, and it toasts real good, and it's real thick meated, and everybody likes it.
How are Hatch chilies different from the rest of New Mexico's chilies?
because I think of our soil, something in our soil that makes the flavor of it better. I don't know what it is, but it is.
Now, when we were driving up through town, I noticed that you can really get a smell of chilies in the air. Does that kind of year-round, or do you have a chili season?
That's only during the fall, whenever people start toasting and selling chili, that you get that smell. Later in the year, we dehydrate red chili, and it has a real pungent smell too. It's different though than the green chili. It has a real nice odor to it when you're drying it. You can smell it for a long ways.
There are green chilies, red chilies, orange chilies, yellow chilies. Is there any big significance as far as the difference?
Well, as you see, we have that red, green, and yellow, and that's a special seed that they raise for decoration. And actually, you can eat them, but your best tasting chili is the red one there, the one that's back there on the ristra, which is Big Jim or 6'4" or Sandia. You can make a string with either one.
Okay.
But normally they use mostly to make the ristras, the Sandia, because it's not as thick meated and it dries better.
When you're growing the chilies, how do you know if a chili is going to be hot, mild, or what? Is there a technique in growing the chilies that way?
It's determined by the seed.
Okay.
You plant the seed. You grow seed for the different pungency of the chili. Now your Sandia is real hot. Your Big Jim is medium. Your 6'4" is mild.
Okay.
So you grow them, to make whatever you want. You plant for whatever you want to do with them. If you want to make ristras, you plant one kind, and if you want to sell it roadside, you plant the other varieties. There's the mild.
Okay.
They can eat this one. It won't hurt them.
Now that is just dry roasted, crushed up chili?
That's right. And the way you do it, I have a little recipe that I'll give you to go with it.
You have mild, you have medium, you have
Yes.
hot, super hot. What do you got?
We got right here is mild, and this is medium, and this is hot, and this in here is, see the different
Right.
sizes of bags. And then we have the extra hot.
Now, how many years has the Hatch Chili Festival been going on?
This is number 36 for us. We started years ago where the old families were bringing their workers out and thanking them for the chili harvest. And it went from there. It just kept growing, and pretty soon here we are.
How many people will visit the Hatch Chili Festival this year?
Our little community of 1,600 folks will probably grow to be between 10 and 20,000.
What other events do you guys have going on?
We have music, of course. We've got the Claymac Band in this year to play for us both days, and we've also got the Spur Ride Band in, a little Western swing. We've got chili eating contests, we got chili tossing contests, and we got just socializing. I think that's the best part of the whole thing, is just socializing.
When it comes to chili eating contest, the contestants never really know what they're going to get heat-wise, so each person has to sign a liability waiver. Then they can eat, and eat until their plate is clean or the heat becomes overbearing.
Three, 4, elevation distance, elevation in the garden, that away, elevation in the windy garden, that away.
We have a parade every year, the Hatch Chili Festival Parade. It's been going on for almost as many years as the festival has.
Do you have someone that reigns over this Hatch Chili Festival?
We do. We have contestants from juniors and senior girls of high school that put together a speech on what Chile does for them, what the community does for them. And we have judges from the community that go in and listen to those speeches, and we get one Chili Queen every year.
Besides the parades, contests, music, beauty queens, and of course Chili's, there is a constant flow of activity and entertainment on the main stage for everyone to sit down and enjoy.
$15, $17, $13.5, $18, $17.5. Total $15.
Now, Sherry, you are quite the artiste. You're part of this Chili family too, but show us and tell us what you do.
We actually make all the non-edibles. All the ceramics we pour, finish. Every piece is hand-pieced and signed. We also do the Chili t-shirts, and those are all our designs. Those are all hand-done also. So we do the jewelry, anything you can think of that's chili and has chili on it is what we do.
You guys have like a corner on the chili market here in Hatch, don't you?
A little bit, yes.
I mean, you do everything. You make everything by hand, and you paint it, and you get it out there and sell it everywhere, right?
Yes, we do.
You don't actually just sell it here at the festival. Where else do you sell?
It's sold wholesale to other shops in other places all over the U.S. And we hand do everything, and we ship all over also.
Now, how long does it take you to, like, let's say, make a ceramic piece with chilies on it?
From the beginning to the end, the whole process, we usually do in about a week. If people order, we tell them longer because it depends. We have to do a big bunch at a time. But from start to finish is about a week.
Now, do you have one piece of ceramic that is kind of your favorite thing to make?
Just the ones that are the favorite ones that sell. And that's mostly your salsa dishes. Is the biggest seller. Anything you can put salsa in is a good seller.
Right. What is kind of the ballpark price for a good-sized bag of chilies these days?
It's going for about $15 right now. 40-pound bag.
40-pound bag, that's a lot of chili.
That's a lot of chili.
What is the reason behind roasting the chilies on these big burners?
The roasting makes it easier to go ahead and throw in your freezer and use during the winter, and that's what most people do. Because the season is short, your green chili is from usually mid-August to the 1st of October. Then it starts turning red. It ripens just like a tomato. It starts turning red, and they dry that red chili usually and sell it for enchilada sauces and spices and stuff like that. But the green, if you get it when it's roasted, you can throw it in your freezer. You can take out a couple of pods when you're ready to mix it up in your scrambled eggs or put it on your hamburger. It's ready to go. Chili goes in everything.
So what would you suggest if someone bought one of these huge bags? What do they do with them when they get home?
Well, number one, to get them home, they need to keep them cool. Put them on ice along the road. If you don't have ice, you need to stop and wet them down. You need to keep them cool. Number two, when you get them home, if you don't take them roasted, go ahead and roast them and put them in the freezer. Roast them, peel them, put them in the freezer, and you can use them for rellenos. You can chop them up. If you freeze them flat, one at a time, you can take them out one at a time and use them in your scrambled eggs for breakfast. You know, you don't have to have a whole big pile of them at a time. Works good.
So one large sack may last you a full year?
Some people, it can last a full year. Around here, one 40-pound sack will go half of the winter through for them.
Woo! Hot. But I like. Woo! My lips are tingling and my nose is running, and it's all because of you. What's your name?
Yoli Delgado.
And you are from which farm?
Delgado Farms.
Delgado Farms. You grow some hot chilies.
Yes, we do. Hot, extra hot, mild, medium, everything that you can, anything that you need, we got.
And how long you been attending the festival?
This is our third year already.
Wow,
Yeah.
cool. And it's working out for you?
It's working out really good. Last year, we had a short turnout because of the weather, but this year's been great. We have a lot of people showing up. Very happy.
And what's your secret behind these spicy little chilies you got going on?
It's the seed. It's all in the seed.
What do most people order from you guys?
Sandia is the one that's the most ordered at this point. That's the one that's, in a scale of 1 to 5, it runs up between 3 and 4, and people love Sandia chili. Scale of 1 to 5, well, the one you're actually looking at the New Mexico 6.4 is your one. That's just chili. That's what people use for chile rellenos. People that don't really want any bite to it, but know that they're eating chili. Right. Your 2 to 3 is your big gem. That one has a little bit of bite. It's a very large chili, but it's got a nice bite to it. Then your 3 to 4 is your sandia, of course, and your 5 is your extra hot, which is your barker. And that's the one that really has a big, nice bite to it. There's also double X and triple X, but not many people buy that one.
Well, thank you for the spicy lips and the runny nose. I enjoyed it immensely.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
All right, great.
Thank you.
Now, what kind of chili foods are being presented at the festival?
We have all kinds of chili foods, from the chili itself and just eating to fried chilies to tacos. We have our own enchilada meal, the green and red enchiladas, beans and rice, tortillas that's at a minimal price. We just, if you want it with chili, we got it.
Now, what do you think the strangest dish is at the chili festival?
I think probably the strangest would have to be the ice cream. Putting all those flavors together, you've got the hot and cold, the spicy, the not spicy, the wet, the dry. It's just really, really strange.
I'll take a bite of my margarita chili here. Wow, kind of sweet, kind of spicy. Woo, my tongue's dancing already. This is my first thing today, so I'm starting out good. Thank you, ladies. Yummy. Now, these people are serious when it comes to chili. They put it on everything. And they don't skimp when applying it. Whether it's a powder form or fresh cut chili, it is all tasty good.
That's the only way we do it here in New Mexico, with freshly roasted green chilies, my friend, right on the grill. Certified Angus beef, of course. Nothing but the best around here that we use. Flip these bad boys over. All you do is flip them over once. Top them off with American Swiss. Fire roasted green chili, lettuce, tomato, pickles, mustard, and you're in heaven, my friend.
Now, just to show you how tasty the Hatch Chili Festival is, we have a couple here that traveled all the way from where?
Puyallup, Washington,
Now, where exactly is that?
about an hour from Seattle.
And you came strictly to come to the Hatch Chili Festival.
Right.
And how did you hear about it? What got you hooked?
The Travel Channel.
Ah, okay, cool. And have you been to other festivals in New Mexico?
No, we haven't.
And you're liking it so far?
We're loving it. The weather's a little bit on the warm side compared to Seattle, but it's nice. We came for chili, green chili to take back home, and we got it.
Did you buy like a 40-pound bag?
We did, of the extra hot.
Oh, so you like it spicy.
We do.
Now, have you had the extra hot?
We have, my brothers from Arizona have sent us some of the chili, and it was hot, so we decided we were going to come down here and buy it ourselves, bring it home. Yeah, we enjoy it. My grandson loves hot chili, and so I told him, I promised him I'd bring him back some.
Great. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
All kinds of foods abound at the Chili Festival, and it's up to you if you want a slow burn, blistering hot, or nothing at all. All right, try our special Hatch green chili butter corn. I think I will. What do you got for? Oh, hey, wait, whoa! That's a good sized piece of corn, though. Here we go. This is what it's all about. We got some corn, and we got some red chili on there. What do you think? Think it's going to be hot and spicy? Hot and spicy. All right, I'm going to try it. Nice. Very nice. Good mix. That's really good. This is where it's at. All right. Now, with all the chili and spiciness floating around, you gotta have a way to wash it all down. And thank God there's a beer garden that serves a variety of beer and wine. All right, we are at the Chili Festival. We have green chili wine. Let's put it to the test. It's interesting. Tastes a little bit of wine, tastes a little bit of chili.
still think it tastes a little bit more like wine than it does chili. But still, gotta love the color. Okay. Say hi.
The people at the Chili Festival are a lot of fun. The food is tasty and delicious, and the chilies are one of a kind. I know you'll enjoy this festival as much as we did. However you take it, extra hot, medium or mild, it's all good. Just make sure you sample all you can while you're at the Hatch Chili Festival and get a bag or two of roasted, dried, or powdered chili to go. You'll love having the spiciness available year-round.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the Hatch Chili Festival. We sure did, and I know the feeling will linger on. The festival is a lot of fun, the people in Hatch are wonderful, and the chilies are world famous. So next time you need to spice up your life, come on down to Hatch and enjoy the festival. We'll see you on the next episode of Enchantments, and until then, recycle, reduce, reuse, and keep your environment clean and green. We'll see ya. This is it, man. We got our chilies, we're off and running. Woohoo!
If you enjoyed this episode of Enchantments, please visit our website and order yourself a DVD copy of the show. You can also gift a copy to your local library, local school, or senior center.